I'm out of there. I'm gone.
Hey,
Big Rex, they long. I'm
hey,
hot now. I'm on. Said it
hey,
wouldn't be shit. They was wrong.
hey,
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back.
yo.
How you doing, baby?
Hey, that's my shit
I
though.
know
Low
that's
key.
just a shout out to Mo. This week's episode is brought to you by Mo. The song "Out of There." Go
I
look it
just I
up.
just like in the video when he's just stomping and twisting. I think.
He getting his little jig on. He gives me Young Dro vibes. I swear I thought he was from Atlanta. I did. I thought he was from
Oh yeah,
Atlanta,
he
but
ain't easy.
now where was he from? Was he from New York?
I think we debated
Florida?
this. I think
I
that's
think
right.
he was Florida. I don't know. I don't feel like talking to my homegirl Google right now, but he's not from Atlanta. I remember that much.
Yeah, for sure he's not from Atlanta.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm straight. What about yourself?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little faded. Just a little bit. It's your fault though.
So I just want to let y'all know this is probably going to go a little bit of everywhere, more than likely.
All over the place. That's okay
So
though. We wouldn't be Jay and Head if we didn't.
yeah, so we just gonna take you. You might well just sit back and enjoy the
Just
ride and
sit, just
just.
sit back, nigga, cause
So let's so
whoo,
let's talk about your boy Weezy Wee.
Weezy F baby, please say the baby.
I know we talked about his hair, right?
Don't you know? Sometimes we
Dog.
don't understand goats and what
Oh
they
my
do all the
gosh.
time. So we're past that. Next.
Um. And so I heard what's this about his masters?
Yeah, you said something about him selling his masters.
Yeah,
What was that about?
it's supposed to just be this report about your boy, selling his masters and getting some bread. I don't know what
After he
is
did
he
all that fighting from Birdman with
from
Birdman to get his back, I don't know. I feel like that's big money problems. There may be another ulterior motive behind
yeah,
that
maybe
that
it's
we may
something.
not be privy to.
Yeah, maybe it's some contractual that you know.
Maybe he's like, look, all this shit I'm doing, look at me, y'all. I'm not gonna be here that much longer, so I just got to get this
Please,
money how I
please
can
take
get
care
it.
of my babies.
Please say the babies.
Please take
So,
my babies.
I mean, I don't know. To me, I say Wayne can do no wrong. He really can't, and he's literally like the only person I can say that about. So him and Beyonce,
Duh,
yeah, he's up there with Beyonce with me.
let me just say one thing about Weezy, right?
Hmm.
I know you can dress however you want to dress when you got money. But sometimes that nigga look like he just went in the closet and just threw a bunch of clothes on. Like, you remember how you used to go put
And
clothes on when you got ready to get a whooping?
yes,
That's how when he's
he's layering all his clothes.
yeah, like be like, dog, you don't have to wear all that shit, right?
I mean, but at the same time, when you rich, who gonna tell you no?
Yeah, but then nigga be having like 6 sweaters on.
And that's okay, because we don't understand. He already told us he is not from here. He's a
Yeah,
Martian.
but goddamn
He's
it.
doing Martian shit right now. So I just say he's on his Martian shit.
He got 6 sweaters with some skinny jeans.
So you know what? Yeah, but that's okay though. I mean, I'm sure that there's a reason for it. Maybe you want to make sure all his 10 kids by 12 baby mamas is straight. I don't know, but I don't know. We'll
How many
see.
do you think he really got?
I don't know. He has quite a few, but from what I hear, the baby mama club, they are all friends. They all have
I
play
mean, you
dates,
might as well be. We all getting the money
they
together.
all getting money. So hell, I would be too. Hey girl, when's the next play date? But yeah, Wayne can do whatever he want to do. I don't care as long as he keep up with the mixtapes and the albums. I'm fine.
I mean, I think that's how most people feel. Like, keep your
Yeah,
personal with your personal, and please
like
stay out of
we
prison.
know Wayne is weird. We know he weird and he do weird shit. So we just let him have it, and
Yeah.
that's okay. That is okay.
So, what's this? Talk to me about Lizzo.
So apparently your girl Lizzo made a lot of girls mad. She posted not too long ago on her Instagram stories like her results from like a 10-day smoothie detox diet.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it was flat tummy tea, but she was promoting like what she was eating in a day, and she was posting like, okay, this is where I was day 1 and this is where I'm at day 10. And the girls are mad. The big bitches are mad.
What was that?
And well, they're mad because Lizzo's always been like, oh, body positive. I'm a big bitch, and I don't know if she's actually said this, but she's like, I'm a big girl, and
Quoting
I'm
loosely.
I'm proud of it, and be proud of your curves. And then all of a sudden, she's like, oh no, girls, we need to start losing weight. I'm supposed to lose some weight. So my thing is like she's been getting a lot of backlash for it, and I get it, but I think where people were confusing her message of just loving the skin that you're in, if she decides she wants to tone it up a little bit, it could be for health. For all we know, she could have had some some labs come back and they were like, girl, you got to get this, I don't know, potassium, iron levels up or something like that. So she just decided to do something a little different.
So,
And
so what you're saying is people need to understand if it's for monetary value, like she trying to lose weight because she trying to see, okay, I know them other bitches, some skinny bitches getting the money, so let me lose some weight versus let me lose some weight for
health reasons. I mean,
health
I don't know
reasons.
why she did it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't do extensive research to see
No, I'm
what
just
was
saying,
going
like, so
on,
people
but
should understand, like, either way
I
is
think
fine, but
I think it's because whenever, and I still feel like I'm a big girl, even though people tell me I'm not a big girl anymore. But I see, I'm saying we. You don't have a lot of body positive plus size women out there, and it's like as soon as you get one, then they lose weight because you had Monique.
oh
Monique
yeah,
always
fuck
talked
them
about
skinny
being a big
bitches.
bitch, and then all of a sudden she lost weight, and then some others like
Oprah was that
Anna.
way too, boy. I
Yeah,
remember
like Anna Nicole Smith. She was small, and then she got big, and then all of a sudden trim spot, baby. So it's just every time we get someone that's kind of plus size, and all of a sudden they want to lose weight. So it's just like, well, what about just being happy with the skin you're in? You can be happy in the skin you're in, but if you also decide to lose some weight or tone up or whatever to get healthier, then
Ain't that
that is
kind of what
okay too.
Melissa McCarthy went through too,
Yes,
where they
Melissa
told her,
McCarthy is
you know, if
another
you
one.
lost a little weight, girl, you could probably get just a few more
Exactly.
little roles.
And
You
I
can
mean,
stop being this little goof troop.
Jennifer. Oh, almost said Jennifer Lopez. That is the wrong one.
Yeah, that'd have been the
Oh,
wrong one.
Effie. What was her name? Jennifer
Hudson.
Hudson.
Oh
Yes.
my
Told y'all
gosh,
I'm a little faded.
dog.
I'm blaming that on the
Oh,
alcohol. But yeah, Jennifer Hudson. But also to me, I feel like her voice kind of changed.
dog. I don't know.
When I like Effie Jennifer Hudson.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm still a little hurt by that.
You heard?
Man,
Is it because physically you liked her better bigger or the singing or just you
I
feel like
thought
she's
both.
changed?
I thought both. Like I thought just the curviness of it, the thickness of it helped the voice a little bit. So now it's like, oh no, like it ain't it
I don't like that.
like them pipes ain't hit the same without that little turkey neck.
Yeah, and Jasmine Sullivan, she just lost a lot of weight, and
Yeah.
people were like slamming her on like Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, they said
And
she got too skinny.
but the thing is, she started losing weight because I think it was like her mom got sick, and so her mom adopted a vegan diet, so she did it with her mom, and so she just happened to lose weight. It wasn't on some I don't like how I look,
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose weight, but it was on some my mom is having to change what she's eating. Now, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, people. I know y'all will, but like her mom was needing to go on this
Yeah,
special
yeah, yeah.
diet, so she just did it with her mom, and she just happened to lose some weight in the process. My thing is, do whatever's right for you. If you want to lose some weight, that's great. If you just switch up your diet and what you're eating and you happen to lose a few pounds, that's fine too. But yeah, niggas weren't letting her make it either.
Yeah, they ain't gonna let you make
They
it.
weren't. So
So at the end of the day, niggas kind of do what you want to do.
I mean, just
I
do
mean, they
what
gonna
you
be mad
gotta do.
regardless, no matter which way you go.
Nigga, no matter what, people gonna have something to say. What did my mama say? They talked about Jesus. So if they talk about Jesus, they'll talk about you.
I don't think I ever heard that.
You haven't? Oh, I
No.
heard it all the time. They talk about Jesus, they'll talk about you. Yeah.
I mean, they did talk about Jesus.
They talk about him.
Look how they did it.
But
So,
yeah.
so how you feel about them not recasting the Black Panther?
You know, I like the fact that they're not going to recast and have someone else play Chadwick Boseman's, character Black Panther. At the same time, I know some people feel really I know there's like everyone's kind of divided
Yeah.
with this decision. Now, I'm not all into the whole Marvel. I like watching the movies, but that's about it. I don't know anything about
Yeah,
what
you
really
just take
happened in
it
the
for
comic
what it
books and
is.
stuff. So I don't know if this is going to have a big impact on what the storyline should have been, what's forthcoming. But I do like the fact that they're not going to recast him. I'm just wondering what they're going to do, like how they're going to explain him not being around anymore.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, these movie people are pretty creative and they come up with some crazy stuff. So, but I do like respect the fact that I hope they do some type of homage to him. I'm
I
pretty
think
sure
they
they
will.
will.
You kind of have to.
Yeah, you kind of have to, but
You
it's kind of
kinda.
bittersweet though.
Especially if you shut down the character because of it.
Yeah, it's kind of bittersweet because little black boys had their their superhero
Yeah.
and now he's gone. So it's like, so what are y'all gonna do now? So
I I think I'm on the other side of it. I think I'm on the other side of that fight. I think we should just go ahead and recast it. Like,
recast or have another character take over as the Black Panther.
no, I think we should just go ahead and do a full recast at this point.
So you want to do it Ain't Viv?
Yeah, I think we should go and just swap him out.
As long as he's not light skinned. No offense to my light skinned brothers, but
No. I mean,
we're still shell shocked from that.
still
Ain't
still
Viv.
get
So
still get you a dark brother in. Like,
yeah.
make him like.
Ooh, M'Baku, can he like? Oh no, you said recast somebody
yeah,
for the role.
Yeah,
so,
you can't. No, I mean just like.
So who would you want to see?
I don't know.
Like if they said, "Hey, who do you think we should change recast as Black Panther?" Who would be your top pick? Like, or one or two that you would suggest?
I don't know. I think it would probably be somebody we ain't seen.
Please not Kevin Hart.
No.
Didn't he say something like he wanted to be a superhero or something?
Yeah, but he wanted to sit his ass
They better
down.
not ever cast him.
Only thing I can see him playing real shit is like the Fly from the Ninja Turtles, but they already gave that role to Tyler Perry.
Wait,
Baxter Stockman, the Fly. Oh, Ninja.
What?
You remember the Fly from Ninja Turtles?
Barely.
That's all Kevin Hart can play.
But wait, I'm stuck on Tyler Perry. He's what?
Yeah, so in the new Ninja Turtle movies, it's Tyler Perry that's playing that character.
Okay.
They haven't turned him into a Fly.
Let's talk about the new Sister Act. Did you hear about they're doing another Sister Act?
Oh, because I brought up Tyler Perry.
Yes. And
it.
Tyler Perry, I was excited when I heard they're doing another Sister Act, and then when I saw Tyler Perry doing it, and I was like,
shut the studio down.
Shut the studio down because
if he can't figure out how to get background people in his movies.
But wait, isn't Disney Plus doing it? So maybe the budget's gonna be a little bit more lenient, and Disney's gonna be like, we ain't going out like that.
Maybe Disney was like, look, you got a team that's gonna help.
But I don't want to see Madea and Whoopi Goldberg together. I don't want that.
Whoopi turning into Madea.
I don't want that. I don't want no parts of that. I don't want none of that.
Madea Goldberg.
Sister Mary Madea. I don't want that. You know what? I take it back. I might.
That's kind of what
the nigga in me might want that. Just a little bit. Not too much.
I mean, that's kind of what she was anyway.
Actually, I like Medea's brother. What's his name? Joe? Joe is funny.
Yeah.
Joe is funny. Medea's a little played out for me. But yeah, I saw that and I was like, please don't fuck it up. Please don't fuck it up, Tyler. Because I respect Tyler's hustle. Don't get me wrong. But don't get me wrong, I respect his hustle.
We talking about old movies, let's talk about this Coming to America thing.
Oh my God.
How do you feel about that?
I'm so excited. At first, I was like, please don't redo it because if you can't get everybody back, then don't do it. But it looks like everybody's back.
I would just say one thing.
I'm excited.
This
Black
is
don't
my
crack
only complaint about it.
Okay.
I just feel like he looked too much like Buddy Love from.
You know what he does?
The Nutty Professor for me.
Buddy Love comes to America. He does, but Black don't crack.
Because he looked all shined up. Like maybe because the picture was too shiny.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, they did do it on Tyler Perry's studio or whatever, his compound or whatever. They shot it there. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they shot it there. So
hopefully they got.
I don't know, but I love seeing the pictures, the little stills from the set, and seeing all the older characters. I mean, we do not age, man.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna stay. I think for this right now, I'm gonna have to stay true to my name and say that I don't think it's gonna be worth a damn.
See, the kid in me is holding on. I just don't want them to do what some sequels do. And it's too much like the other one, like the first one or the original one, where they try to do some of the same exact jokes. Yeah, that's what I don't want. I wanted to have its modern spin on it, kind of like the new Child's Play, the Child's Play that they redid. A lot of people didn't. That's not Tisha Campbell. But a lot of people didn't like it. I liked it for the simple fact that it was still the same story, but it was modernized. Yeah. So there were a few tidbits that were kind of the same, his little phrases and stuff like that, but it was modernized. He was Bluetooth and all of that. Yeah. I actually really enjoyed it. You have to kind of not think about the old one to really enjoy it. So I'm going to have faith because Eddie Murphy very rarely does me wrong. Now, we all know how I feel about, what was that bullshit movie? The Netflix one he did?
Oh, the
Dolomite. Ray Roy. Who
was that? Who the hell is Ray Roy?
Ray Roy. Shout out to King of the Hill. But yeah, that one definitely disappointed me. But Eddie Murphy very rarely disappoints me. So I am going to have faith that because he came back for this, and a lot of the older people, a lot of the old cast came back, I'm going to be faithful that it is going to at least be a 7.
I'm gonna let you shoulder that faith for us both until we see it.
Okay.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna let you shoulder
And then
because right
we'll
now,
when it comes out, we'll talk about it on the show, and we
if
will
I'm wrong,
see
I'm
if
wrong.
it.
I
Yeah,
admit,
you'll admit because I'm gonna make you admit it, but I'm gonna have faith that it's gonna be pretty decent. If nothing else,
if it
it's
don't make me
gonna
laugh 5
fulfill.
times, it's whack.
Okay. If it don't make you laugh 5 times, it's whack. I'll give it to you. Okay.
Okay, now you know I gotta talk about Zaddy
You
Sanders.
gotta talk about Zaddy
Now,
Sanders.
what's it called? The recipe of disaster?
A
What is it called?
recipe for seduction.
The recipe for seduction.
Now, one thing I was glad when I found out was it was like they said mini movie and it didn't register to me, but it was only 15 minutes.
Thank
So
God
that
for
was
it being
good
about
because
15 minutes.
oh my God. But for 15 minutes, that was you know what? Tyler Perry could have done a better job. And that is saying a lot.
You think so? I don't know. I
You
think
know
it
what?
was.
Nah, they were probably about the same. They were probably about the same.
It's about the same.
Um,
I don't know if you like Tyler. I ain't gonna say that.
but Mario Lopez, I don't.
I'm gonna tell you.
Was Colonel Sanders 10
Wait.
back in the day? Like I don't.
I'm gonna tell you. This is gonna be the most mind blowing this thing that I'm gonna say about this thing. It had no concept of time. Like
There was no concept.
like all of a
of
sudden
time.
they meet him, and then all of a sudden, oh my God, he's the greatest person ever.
It's
and
like
I'm
they
gonna
were
run away with
dating,
him. Wait a
and
minute, you just met him this morning.
like, wait, I thought you just met him 5 minutes ago. And now he's been working there, and then he's upset because he knows that she wasn't gonna marry this dude, and all of a sudden she's marrying this dude, and I'm like, wait, what?
It moves really fast.
It moves very. I mean, granted, it is 15 minutes, but still.
But let me tell you,
there was a lot that they could have left out, and a
I'm
lot
gonna
that
tell
they
you
could have put in there.
the funniest part was when there was blood all over the door.
Oh
then
my
they go
God!
inside.
Spoiler alert!
Nobody's bleeding, bro.
No, literally, nobody was bleeding. She goes up to this door and she's like, "Oh my gosh, there's somebody probably in this room in this little shack because there's blood on the door handle." And then she goes in there and nobody's bleeding. There's people in there. A whole bunch of shit happens. No one's bleeding.
Dog, let me tell you. Listen. Okay, this nigga got hit in the head with a broom. And I'm gonna tell you, that was the funniest, the goofiest shit.
Nigga, that I don't.
Oh,
Did we even really need this whole mini movie?
Oh, Mario. Where do you go from here? Where do you go from here, Mario?
Home. He goes home because AC Slater would never. But he's on the new Saved by the Bell.
He can.
I don't.
He getting
Which is funny. Mario's getting ainies. He ain't getting bitches. He getting ainies.
I mean, but he getting rose, and I thought he was gonna be all washed up after this. I mean, I thought he was washed up.
I mean, this ain't no better. Like,
I mean,
Mario Lopez playing Colonel fucking Sanders. When he came out, first of all, Mario has never had facial hair really, other than his eyebrows.
Right?
So the fact that he came out with this little old manicured ass mustache and this little fuck ass goatee or whatever, what do they call it? Soul patch. And then he's like all tanned and muscular, and I'm like, wait, but I'm like that.
Hey,
it don't even go.
Zaddy Sanders.
But the thing is, he has all this gray, but he's still young in the face.
But he's supposed to be like 22 years old with all this gray hair.
He's supposed to be 22 years old. Something like, so did Colonel Sanders have gray hair at the age of like 22 or whatever? And then he's like, "Oh yeah, you got the secret recipe," and he's like, "Oh nigga, no, you didn't talk about my secret recipe."
Like, my whole family gonna come up off your recipe. Nigga, they fighting over a recipe.
Oh my God. It was terrible. Mario, hun, I know we're in a pandemic, and I know that.
But let me ask you. Let me just say this. No, I know it came down between Mario and Mayhem.
Did it though? Did it though?
How good you think Mayhem would have been? Mayhem would have killed that bitch.
Oh, they should have just stopped production because
I think Mario Lopez would have walked off into the ocean and never to be seen again.
My God.
If he'd have got the call, he'd be like, "Hey Mario, It
Oh
was down to
my
you and Mayhem. Weekend Colonel Sanders
God.
role to Mayhem.
That shit was terrible. I knew it was good. I
Oh,
didn't
Colonel
expect
Mayhem.
I didn't expect it to be that great to begin with. I promise you I didn't. But oh my God, I'm so glad it was 15 minutes. However, I do feel like writing a very strongly worded email to Lifetime because I can't get that 15 minutes of my life back. Like it was terrible. So if Mario Lopez can play Colonel Sanders, you can do anything with your life. The sky's the limit.
Yeah,
That's
believe in
what I
yourself.
took from that. Believe in yourself because somebody believed in Mario Lopez's tan young ass playing Colonel fucking Sanders.
How much you got paid? Hey Mario, came down to you and Mayhem.
Mario, you need to talk to Tyler Perry and see if he has any Latino roles that he needs you to step in for
What if
because I'm sure he's hiring.
what if Mario Lopez played like a gangster, like a tatted up?
Bye. Ain't nobody. Why want to see
You
Mario
know what I'm
Lopez
saying?
play a Vato Loco? I
Yeah,
want to see that.
what's his name? Junior. You know what I'm talking about? The boy that play Junior. They always play the Mexican gangsters in the movies.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
What Mario Lopez was like
Mario Lopez is
came
a
out like
pretty
one of
boy.
them.
He is a pretty boy.
Okay, what if he was in like New York undercover, like with
Cortez?
yeah, what if he was like a Cortez?
I can see that. I can see that. Barely. Because even to me, Cortez wasn't even that cute. He was. He looked like Rango.
But do you think he could pull off something like that, like being a kind of a sweet but a tough guy? A tough guy, like I shoot niggas on the weekend. You think he would
I
be?
tan on the weekends, maybe, but not I shoot niggas on the weekend.
So he would need something like a Baywatch, almost like a
He
Saved
would.
by the Bell kind of bullshit.
He AC fucking Slater, like I said. He just stay in his
So
lane.
he ain't got no.
No, he ain't got the juice for that.
He ain't
No,
got the juice.
no, he don't. He don't. He could do Smoothie King commercials. That's about it. But anywho, so yeah, congratulations, Lifetime, for making the first
Yeah,
movie
yeah.
about
Everybody talking about
Harlan
it. It
Sanders.
should been viral and shit. Yo, congrats
Yeah,
that
that's what
shit.
they wanted. Did not make me go to KFC. So I don't know if that was your plan, but that didn't work. But anyways,
I'll go for the potato wedges though.
I mean, I like the little KFC bowl, but the
But I
recipe's
ain't.
out
That's
on
not the first
Facebook.
place I fucking think about when
It
I'm
is
hungry.
not. I've never had their regular chicken.
It's nothing. I just wake up and be like, oh my god, I have to go to KFC.
I've never had KFC's regular chicken. I've had their wings and I've had their KFC bowls. That is it.
Damn, they do make sense.
I've never said, "Ooh, let me go get a bucket of chicken from KFC." No. Shout out to Popeyes and churches. Love that chicken. Okay. Anyways, I had to coon a little bit because that chicken is that good. But anyways, what we gonna talk about today? Our main topic.
Talking about expectations in relationships, right?
Okay, like with your significant other.
Yeah, like
Okay.
about what do you expect? Like what do you want? What do you need?
See,
Or
and
are you able to just be able to be yourself enough to tell a person, yo, these are the things I need. If you can provide these things, I'll be with you forever.
I feel like there's a lot of debate on expectations and what expectations you should and shouldn't have. And my thing is, I hate it when, women are like, I want a man that has this and this and that. And I'm like, but sweetheart, you don't even have that. And you're not even close to having that.
But I don't have to get it because I want somebody that I already
Exactly.
got.
That is like one of my biggest pet peeves. But I feel like when it comes to expectations, when do you think that type of conversation should happen? Should there be a formal conversation on what you expect in a relationship? Should you be doing that at the dating phase, like your first couple of Tinder dates? Should you do that after you've been together for a while? Should that just kind of naturally kind of accumulate the expectations based on conversations as you're talking to
I
that
think that's something
person?
that kind of naturally accumulates. You know,
Okay.
because sometimes depending on the person, things
And
that you think that you wanted may change.
that's true. I see
So,
that.
there may be things that you may not have necessarily liked. You've enjoyed them, but you may not necessarily like them. And it may be the reverse just because it's a different person.
That's true. That is very true. Because also some people, what I think we fail to realize is some expectations that we have may be the type of situation where that particular person, based on their personality and just who they are, they're not going to fulfill that. If you want a guy who is a fix it around the house type of stuff and you're dating someone who that is just not who they are in their personality
I
and
ain't
what
gonna
they
lie, I am
do,
not that nigga.
then you kind of have to, you can't expect someone who, if the toaster breaks down, they automatically know how to fix it, and
I'm gonna throw
they're
that
not the
bitch
type of
away.
person that's like, either we're gonna buy another one or we're gonna hire somebody. I'm not doing that. So that's something that you definitely have to pay attention to. So let's just break it down. So, let's just get a little personal with people. What do you think? What are some of your expectations when it comes to household? Some people say that they still believe in like the gender roles. The woman should cook and clean. The man should provide and pay all the bills. What do you what's your take on that?
Let
On
me
like household
let me
expectations?
do something. Let's say something simple as cooking, right?
Yeah.
I love cooking.
Uh huh.
I enjoy cooking. I will cook,
Do
and it don't matter.
do
I will cook
here. I will cook there. I will
almost,
cook
yeah. I will cook
everywhere.
anytime. But it be days where I be like, yo, I just want to just sit down and just somebody bring me some food.
Yeah.
It just don't matter. But just one day I would just want to be able to come home and just it be some food.
So how would you
I think it'd be more of a.
set that expectation or at least explain that?
I think for me, I think I've always said it is that like I don't mind ever cooking any other day. If I say specifically I'm gonna cook when I get home, that's what I'm gonna do. But if it's a day that I may not say specifically that I have a plan for dinner, if it was on you, you'd be like, yo, I know he ain't said nothing. Let me just go ahead and make something to eat. You know what I mean? That's what
Yeah.
I mean by expectations. I'm not saying I really
Understood.
expect it, but it would be nice. But I know some guys is like, yo, I ain't cooking for shit.
Yeah. Day
And
after.
food better be on the fucking table when I get here.
Oh, Fred
And
Flintstone
ain't
ass
no
niggas.
complaints. Yo, you don't do nothing but cook. That's what I need you for.
Yeah. And I think what a lot of men who do expect their woman to cook and clean, and they'll be like, "Oh, well, my dad and my grandfather, that's all my grandma and my mama did." Yeah, that's probably true, but however, back then, was your mama working full time? Was she also taking care of this and
And a
this and
lot of
that?
women weren't educated like that either to
Exactly.
be able to go to work.
So, you have women that are working just as much or more than men. So, it's like those type of expectations, you kind of have to be flexible depending on who you're dealing with. If you're dealing with someone who doesn't work or who loves cooking or whatever the case may be, then if you expect to have food ready when you get home, that's not going to be a problem because that's what they do anyways.
Yeah, because they
But
already know their role.
like me as a woman, household wise, I do not like touching trash. I just don't. I don't like, and I feel like I'm very forward thinking as far as I don't want to believe in gender roles and yada yada. However, me personally, I know women that take the trash out and don't give a shit. Me, I don't stand strong when it comes to much in the household, but I just do not feel like I should touch the trash. I don't feel like I should take the trash out unless I am single. If I'm
Yeah,
single,
yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
different.
That's different because you
But
gotta
that's
have to.
that's just one of those things where I feel like if I have a man around, the man should take the trash out.
Yeah, I can definitely see
I
that.
just because I feel like as women, we already kind of naturally take over most of the household, anyways. So if I'm already cleaning up and let's say washing clothes, straightening up things like that, throwing things away, the least you can do is take the trash, especially because the trash could be a little heavy or it's just.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
Plus,
lie.
I just don't like touching dirty stuff.
When I
So
was a little younger, I didn't even think that way. I'd be like, "Bitch, you see the trash full just like I see the
yeah,
trash full. You could
no,
take this
and
shit out just like I can."
but then also, I like to make that. I like to be explicit with that. I mean, when we started talking, I let you know that I do not like
Yeah,
touching
yeah, yeah.
trash. Now, the only time that I will is like, let's say, now if you're just sick as a dog, incapacitated, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Nigga, I know you got corona, you fighting for your life. However, I'm gonna need you to take this trash out because I'm not touching it." No, I'm not unreasonable when it comes to
But that's
that.
just like pumping gas, like right? Like I feel like if I'm with you, that's
Now,
one of the things like I feel like I'm obligated to do is pump
I
gas.
will say I never felt that way about pumping gas, but you do have me spoiled on not pumping my gas. So when I am out and I have to get gas, I had to get gas today, and I was thoroughly disappointed in myself because touching that gas tank, I was like, "Oh my god, this is not what I do." So I will say that I hadn't been with a guy who was so adamant about pumping my gas until I met you. I
Yeah,
will say that it
but
is
again,
it is nice.
but again, I got partners. They like, bitch, it's your car. You pump it,
Yeah.
and they sit in the passenger seat while you getting out pumping your gas.
And now I just, whenever I see that, I'd be like, trash. Girl, you could do so much
Hey,
better.
I'm saying the funniest ones is when I see the dudes like sitting on the trunk and they playing on their cell phone and the girl is pumping gas. And I be like, damn, baby, this nigga ain't gonna pump your gas.
But it's funny though because I never really paid attention to it because I was always pumping fucking gas. So I never paid attention that there were girls pumping gas and guys were just in. It didn't dawn on me because I was doing the shit. So it was normal as shit to me. Now that you pump my gas, I'm just like, I'm not gonna go anywhere today because he's about to get off work and I need gas. And I know if I go anywhere, I'm gonna need gas. So I'm gonna wait till he gets home. So thank you for that. You brought me over to the light. I love it. I
ain't gonna lie. I used to be that nigga that sit in the car and be like, yo.
Thank God you are not. Thank God for
like, yo, you pump your own shit. I'm finna sit over here and I'm finna just take a nap.
Because I'm not gonna lie. Unless you were just really... honestly, though, I think even if you were feeling bad, you wouldn't let me pump my own gas.
Nah, I probably would
still do it. Because when I tell you I had to get out in that cold air and touch that cold gas pump, I was mad as shit.
Yeah, that shit, man, that shit.
If I didn't have to go get my hair done, I would have stayed at home until you got off. But anyway, so household, so you're saying that you don't really believe in general because you like most people say, the cooking and cleaning is for the woman. So you're fine with
I'm fine with that.
Doing that. How do you feel about as far as work ethic and like money wise? Do you feel that? Because some women feel the man should pay for all the bills. I know. Well, I'll put it this way. I have friends who believe the man should pay for all the bills and that whatever they make in their paycheck, that is their money. That's not another man's business. I have friends who believe that, okay, everything could be 50-50. I have friends that are like, they don't fucking matter.
Yeah.
As long as the shit gets paid. So where do you fall on that spectrum?
I'm more, like I said, I'm more of a person like, you tell me what you need from me.
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
You're not doing the math.
I'm not doing good with the specifics. I don't care about the specifics as long as the shit is paid. Because if you leave it up to me,
you agree with it,
I can promise you, if you leave it up to me, some shit gonna get turned off. Because
because in our money episode, you did say you were bad with money.
Yeah, I've been listening to me to turn off. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot that.
Oh yeah, I ain't paid that in like 4 months.
Monday. Oops.
You know what?
We might well go to the motel over there.
Not the motel.
They ain't gonna turn the lights back on till Monday.
No, baby, I'm gonna take you. We're gonna go get away for the weekend.
Yeah.
He's so sweet. Nigga, lights off.
Person like, yo, just tell me what you need because I'll give you that. Like, don't depend on me to know the specifics.
Okay, but what if you found out that, let's say if I told you, I need $2,000 a month from you, and you found out that was you paying literally all the bills, how would you feel about that?
Wait a minute, I'd be like, I think first of all, I'd be like, wait a damn minute. I'm like, wait a minute, bitch. I think you're trying to get me. I think I'm smart enough to understand when the motherfucker trying to get me. Like, but if you trying to get me for like a quick 50 or 100 or something like that,
you ain't gonna think twice about it.
I probably ain't gonna think twice about it. Like,
now everybody gonna hit you up for like $50.
You can get me for the long game. You'll get me for the long game, but you ain't gonna get me for the quick game.
Okay. And see, my thing is, me personally, because again, thank God for therapy. I like to do what makes sense. To me, it doesn't necessarily matter if the man is making more, if the woman is making more. But I feel like whoever is making more can probably contribute more, more of a, 10% for someone who's making $100,000 versus 10% someone who's making $25,000 a year is a big difference.
Yeah.
So I feel like whatever you can do that's comfortable. Because you definitely don't want one person in the relationship to be drained dry because they're paying bills, and the other one is just going out buying random bullshit on Amazon and partying and living it up.
And just let me piggyback on that real quick. Please get you somebody that at least work. Like,
wait. What if they don't want to work? What if they want someone to take care of the house and the kids?
I mean, that's fine. Like, if you tell them,
women have your own money, have a side hustle, have something.
Like if your role, if they tell somebody specifically tell you your role is, I'll take care of the house. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I take care of the bills and shit, and your sole role is take care of the house. Please, just do that. But if a motherfucker just living off you, and you over there struggling.
You over struggling, going to work, and they watching Maury every day, and
yeah, that's what I'm just saying.
Medea on repeat, Meat Browns and shit. Yeah,
no, I that motherfucker ain't taking care of the house. Like, he ain't washing no dishes and shit. Like, he over there playing 2K over there all day with his partners.
Trash.
I'm just saying.
And you pumping your own gas, girl, get you somebody.
Or she just laying there watching TikTok all day while you over there.
Nothing. Sometimes you need a day where you just watch TikTok.
Yeah, but if she ain't never going to work, and she always laying over there watching TikTok, waiting on you to come home.
Yeah, I think me personally, I I would have to have someone that, even if they do have a job, they have to have some type of work ethic. I don't want someone who is lazy in their job, always losing jobs, and it's their fault. Because even if they say it's not their fault, they played a hand in it. At some point, I just I feel like you have to at least be
Hey, I
some
lost
type
my
of
job
go
because I
getter.
told somebody they got pretty feet.
What?
I know
Wait.
somebody that's. No, Mike, go ahead.
No, you're not just gonna run past that. Like you didn't just say that. Now go back, run that shit back, Turbo. What'd you say?
Like, I work with this cat, man, and he lost his job because he was telling girls they had pretty feet. He was trying to buy them shoes and stuff.
What?
The shit was hilarious. But but he was married. And like, I've always wondered, like, what did he go home and tell his wife?
Was this in a call center?
Yeah.
See, I do not trust any niggas that work in call centers.
I'm just saying, like, what do you tell somebody? Like, hey, baby,
They on some bullshit. They being prejudiced.
yeah, but it's not only on like on some. I lost my job. Like specifically, I lost my job, but and you have to tell them because I told the bitch.
They don't tell y'all don't tell bitches that when y'all go home. Y'all don't.
I don't know. I've never done it, so
I'm just saying. Yeah, you can't. You can't.
I know, but I just want to.
But you can't.
Just like I lost my job. Why? I don't know.
I ain't trying to say some bullshit that I did this on a call. That's what it is. It ain't never gonna be no specifics because it don't matter what the reason was. Your job is gone. So they just gonna say whatever and or try to find something so that they can be like, oh, I got this other job, man. Fuck that other job, nigga. You got fired because you was telling bitches about their feet. I would kill you if you got fired from your
I'm
job
just
for
saying
some
that
bullshit
shit
like that.
was more than one place too, but
that is called a fetish, and he needs help. No, but as far as like, I don't want someone who, and I guess it's because I try to stay motivated. I'm always thinking of the next thing to do, the next step. Now, shout out to my depression. It may take a little longer than I would like it to, but I'm always planning and thinking ahead, and I always want to move up and forward. I don't think I could be with someone who doesn't have that same mindset.
yeah, I mean that makes sense.
Which I mean,
if you content, you're content, but
well, let me put it this way. I couldn't be with someone who is stagnant and complains about it.
okay.
Don't complain about not liking where you're at, not being where you want to be, but you're not doing anything about it. If again, I think I've said this on the show before or something similar to it. If you're a manager at McDonald's and that is your shit and you love it, you genuinely I'm loving it. That's great. I want someone to what's more important to me is their mental stability, their mental health. Are you actually content and happy with your life? If you want to strive more, then okay, you can, do this for now, but then you have something else for the end game. But if you're miserable and you're not doing nothing but complaining and then getting mad and jealous and envious when other people are going out and doing things, I can't be with you. I can't.
Yeah.
Especially because you're going to be, low key hating on me and what I'm trying to do or telling me
So
I'm doing too much.
Trying to pull you back.
Trying to hinder me. And no, boo-boo, we're not doing that here. You got to go. So I feel like I would need to be with someone that has some type of work ethic, some type of motivation. I want them to be content with where they are, to get to their happy place.
Yeah.
I would prefer that. What about you?
I mean, I feel that's about right.
So, sex,
intimacy.
sex, hey.
What's the next part of that?
Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be.
Yeah.
So, what expectations do you have when it comes to sex and intimacy?
Like, I feel like
talk to them.
I feel like you kind of got to separate the two.
Okay, because they're not the same.
And I don't think a lot of people understand that.
Oh my God, they don't.
And I feel like when people hear intimacy,
they think of pushing inside you. No, not that.
They thinking about getting naked and
getting bucket naked.
Sex
no,
but it's not the same. But it's not always the same.
Talk to them. What's intimacy? Let's talk about intimacy.
No, you tell them. You let them hear it from a woman's perspective.
To me, intimacy it's not just the physical. It's more of the connection that you have, the little small glances, you can give your partner and they understand what you're saying without using your words, your body language,
Yeah.
just literally being in sync with that person and
Yeah.
their emotions. And it's not necessarily, I mean, sex can be a part of it, but sex is not all of it. And you can definitely have a very intimate moment without even touching each other.
Yeah, for sure.
So one, there is a definite distinction in those two. As far as intimacy, I feel like that's more important, because when you can be completely intimate with someone, I feel like you can be your true natural self,
Yeah, you can be completely authentic.
and
Yeah.
without judgment. Even if you come to me and be like, "Hey, I want to do some wild shit," if I don't want to, I'm not gonna judge you for it. I'll just be
Yeah.
like, "That's not my bag," but that's good to know that that's some shit
Okay.
that you
I
into.
mean, I'll think about it.
Yeah, I'll think about it, but I'm not gonna judge you for it. And I want you to be able to come to me and tell me anything
All right, I want you to
that
grab some
you
jumbo
can.
cables, grab them on
Wait,
my nipples,
what?
and put them on the battery, and then put some water on it.
What? What? Pause. What does the water do?
I feel like they're making like electricity, like fire.
So, so you trying to burn my nipples off?
I mean,
Is
you
what
do
you're
it
trying to
to
say
me.
to you? So you want your nipples burned off?
I don't think it'll burn them. I think
Bet.
it'll
No.
singing them a little bit.
No. See, that's no. Anyways, so I feel like intimacy is a requirement for me. I want someone that I could actually communicate with and talk to. Because for women, we want to feel protected. We want to feel completely comfortable with the person we're with. You're gonna see us when we're on our bad bitch status. You're gonna see us when we have one eyelash falling off,
Yeah.
and the sew in done came out, and we're on our period, and we're
Then
cranky,
in
and
front
we
of your
got boogers
wig
in our
talking like
nose.
the old shoes.
Your wig is talking like some Reeboks, old Reeboks, like your lace is lifting. So we want to be able to be our true selves with you at all times, and we want that with our
In
partners as
return, you know what I
well.
mean?
We definitely, women, we're used to talking a lot. We communicate with our words and stuff. Men, y'all are more nonverbal, so we want someone that we can talk to and who will communicate back with us, and that, because at the end of the day, I got you, you got me.
Right, for sure.
So we want to feel comfortable in whatever is going on. What about you?
So, I mean, for me, I guess it's difficult in a way, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like it's intimacy to me is like being emotionally connected with somebody, where I can just be my freest self
Your natural
possible.
self.
Because you can't give that piece to everybody else. It's not something that you can really share with everybody else. So you want that piece.
Yeah.
But I think for a lot of men, it's hard to give yourself to someone like that. So by default, they go to they think about it something physical. Intimacy to most men is like on the hands and hugging and
Yeah, the
kissing and shit,
physical touch.
because they don't want to have to think so much about giving you how I feel,
Yeah.
because I'm telling you how I feel because of how I'm touching you.
Yeah.
So I think that's why like a lot of men kind of get it confused.
Yeah. Yeah, I can understand that. And then also another part of intimacy is, again, I hate going back to it, but knowing your partner's love language.
Yeah.
So, if you know that your partner loves physical touch. So let's say mine is acts of service, but yours is physical touch. Me doing acts of service for you isn't going to hold the same weight as me sitting there scratching your head, rubbing your
Yeah,
shoulders,
for sure.
holding your hand. But you washing the dishes, pumping gas in my car is like, oh shit, nigga, for
Yeah.
me. So you, just because it's your love language may not be the same as your partner, so you kind of have to express your love for them in the way that they prefer.
Yeah.
That's
Just because
that's
you bought
another
that
way to
nigga
be
some
intimate.
J's
Yes,
don't mean he gonna be loving you forever.
exactly. And then I feel like if you've reached a certain level of intimacy, it makes the sex better.
Yeah.
So kind of going into that, I
I can
feel
see that.
like when it comes to sex, there are so many expectations, and some people are like, I want to freak, I want to freak. Okay, what does that mean? Like,
I just want somebody open in the bed, let them do whatever they want. And then they can just disappear in the night. And then they be like,
wait, what? Yeah, why do you gotta disappear in the night? You know, for
I mean,
about
'cause you probably ain't gonna
$40,
call
you can
him.
have that happen
Because you may not
anytime.
call him back, so you just disappear tonight. So you just be like, damn, what was that nigga name? I don't know.
I feel like when it comes to sex, that should definitely be a conversation as far as like what you like, what you don't like. You know how today when you talking to
Yeah, for
somebody
sure.
like,
Yeah,
so
you
you like your
you like
toes
that shit,
sucked,
don't you? Yeah, okay. What?
or
Yeah, do you like
so what's your favorite
that?
position and
Yeah,
shit like that.
yeah.
I feel like, especially if you're with someone that you definitely plan on establishing a long-term relationship with, you definitely want to know what that person's little kinks are. And again, if it's something that's not your bag, that is okay.
Don't do it just because them niggas like it and you don't
If you're
really
not
care for
interested
it.
at all, then that is something that you need to let them know. But also be prepared for them to be like, you don't suck toes. That's a deal breaker for me. If it's a deal breaker for them, that is okay.
Yeah,
At
if
least
you
you
really don't
know,
like to
and
be
you can
tied up and
go.
spin around in a circle, hanging from the
Wait,
ceiling,
wait.
then you should just say
With
that
battery
you're.
cables on your nipples? Is that
Boy, why don't you?
what? That is electrocution, sir. That is a death penalty. But I feel like sex is something that
Both should enjoy.
it should definitely be enjoyed by both. Now you can definitely try what your partner's talking about. Well, let me see. He say he won't suck toes, so we can try. And you may like it, but also I feel like if you reach a certain level of intimacy, you should be able to tell your partner, hey, I tried it. I don't really care
Yeah.
for that, or it makes me feel this type of way. And your partner should be like, okay, cool.
And be
Tried
open
it.
enough to be like, yo, that thing you doing, I ain't really care for that.
I don't like that.
Go back to the other thing.
Go back over
Or
yonder
you can do it this way.
yeah, or let's do that again. So that that's definitely because you don't want to be with someone that you don't have that sexual connection with, because I mean, I don't know about y'all, but that's very important to me.
Yeah, for sure.
Is having that physical connection again, where
Everything
you're
else
not
can be right
necessarily using
except for that,
words.
and then you have a rough time.
I mean, and again, going kind of teetering back to the intimacy part, when I think of relationships, I think of your partner being your home base. I think you've heard me say this a few
Yeah.
times where, you're putting on a mask in front of all these people. You're being, you have your customer service voice, your work voice. You're a different person when you're around family. I feel like the one person you should actually be able to be your true self with should be your partner, because that's who you're essentially spending most of your time with. And so you don't want to feel like you're having to be somebody else, so you should be with someone who accepts you and everything that comes with you, the good and the bad
Yeah,
and
for
the
sure.
ugly. So if you're with someone who accepts you like that, nigga, that makes the sex even better.
Listen to it. It makes it
Even
better.
better. But
Better.
yeah, so I mean I feel like these are conversations that should happen regularly, and things may change.
Yeah, so
You
you
may
should
you
really be
may
having
be
it often.
like, you know what? That was my jam for like the past couple of years, but I heard about this shit, or I've been thinking about this, and let's try this. And I feel like if your partner brings something that up, don't automatically assume that they're cheating.
Yeah, don't
I
automatically
mean,
shit on it
there's a
either.
small chance that they could be, but there's a bunch of other red flags you should
But you
probably
don't
pay
have to
attention
automatically
to.
shit on it either.
No. But if
Now I'm just not saying. I mean, you ain't gotta let the nigga piss on you like R. Kelly. But I mean, unless
if
it's
that's
your
your
thing.
bag, if that's your
But I'm
bag,
just saying, if a nigga come
I'm
home and be
not
like,
judging.
"Hey, I want to piss on you," and you already know you ain't ready for that, just tell the nigga off top, you ain't ready for it. It's okay.
I appreciate the thought, but I would rather you not urinate on me. I do not.
Get out of the way.
I think that should be left for the bathroom. But I don't know where the accent came from. But definitely have a conversation with your significant other and see if y'all are on the same wavelength. You may be surprised. Even like some of the little games, like not the one gotta go. There's like the conversation game, where you ask certain intimate questions of your partner and things like that to get to know each other. Because I feel like a lot of couples don't have those serious conversations, or those
Or they barely talk at all
they
anyway.
barely talk. Like, I'm sorry, there are some
Damn, I ain't
people
know
who would be
that was
like,
your middle name.
I don't know what to get him for his birthday. What do you mean you don't know what he likes? Well, I don't know what kind of food he likes. How do you not know what food he likes and you've been together 5 years? Like, it's things like that. I feel like some people just get in relationships for convenience, and my thing is, be with somebody who wants to be with you, who actually makes you happy.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, of course, you may have some expectations that, you know, like kind of like those TV shows in the 90s where they had like this long list of I want a man who does A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and in the marry somebody who doesn't meet any of
Yeah, for sure.
that
You
criteria.
just gotta, or they find somebody within their frame and then they don't like it.
And then they don't like it, or they're too much like them, or they're not fun enough, or they find something else that they don't like. So my thing is, you may not meet someone who checks off all those boxes, but you
But at least
kind of have to be flexible. And at the end of the day, just make sure you're happy.
have some type of expectation about
I
yourself.
mean, yes, have some type of and if you're with someone and you're like they're a good person, but they're just not a good fit for me, that is okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
have
fair.
been there where I'm like, you know what? This person is not, they're not a bad guy. They're not a bad guy by any means, but they are not right for me.
Yeah,
And that is okay. Let them go so they can find the right person for them and you can find the right person for you.
yeah, for sure.
So, but that's all we want to talk about as far as expectations. So, if
So
you guys have any expectations that you have that you think are just, absolutely mandatory of every relationship, or just for you, or some things that may be something that we didn't even think about, let us know.
our letters.
So we're gonna do our letters a little different this week.
Okay.
I'm gonna read this meme, this picture that was shared on social media this week. This girl named Chanel Morissette typed, I used to be really good friends with a guy, but he broke off our friendship because his girlfriend hated that I would say love you when I hang up the phone. If you're that insecure that you don't want your partner being loved by their friends, you shouldn't be in a relationship. So I want to ask you, what are your thoughts on that? Let's say if I have a male friend and I'm saying I love you to him on the phone. How, do you feel like that is something that is reserved for only your significant other and like relatives, or platonic relationships? Is that
Um,
okay? It's opposite sex, or
I
how do
think
you
that's
feel
kind
about
of
that?
hard, right?
Yeah.
Like if I've met the nigga before and we done hung out and I kind of know, understand what the relationship and stuff was, then I could probably maybe see it and maybe understand it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if it's just somebody that I've always just heard of, theoretically never met, you ain't never really just spoke about him too much, other than the point that you talk to him and then you tell him you love him, then I'll probably be like, hell no, bitch. Wait a damn minute, something ain't right. I think at that point it would be questions, more questions than anything.
Yeah. Now, if you were to ask 22-year-old Jessica, I'd be like, oh, hell no, he can't have no female friends. He can't tell no girl that he loves her and blah, 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 blah. But now that I'm older and I would like to think a little bit wiser, uh, you have to kind of think about it because in a different way. Because you can have friends that are your really close friends who you're closer to than your own siblings, to
Yeah,
your
for
own
sure.
family. Y'all have been through a lot. And I read another meme a couple of weeks ago that said, normalize telling your friends I love you. And when I read that, I was like, we need to do that. I need to do that more
Yeah, for sure.
with and I don't tell all my friends I love you because I still feel like that's reserved for certain people.
Yeah, yeah,
But there are certain friends where I feel like we've been through a lot. I know I know their heart. I really respect them. I truly love them. It's not an I'm in love with you.
right, for sure.
It's an I love you. So I do tell, and I've been
Like I
trying to
love you like a
start that.
sibling type of.
Yes. Like and like this is my sister. But again, the people that the friends that I do say that to aren't going to be anybody where you're like, wait, who is that? Who
Yeah,
who is that? You're all of a sudden saying I love you to.
yeah. Oh, that's my
So
brother. That's my dog.
exactly,
That's my
if it's
people.
like
That's
a
my folk.
best friend situation, you know what I mean. That's fine. Now if it's just some random coworker, okay, I'll see you at work tomorrow. I love you.
No,
Excuse
no,
me.
both of y'all get buzzed in the head like
Both of
Michael
y'all,
Myers.
both of y'all gonna be on the side of 635. But I feel like it's if you had a female friend and you said I love you to her, I mean, I need to know who this bitch is.
I mean, it
I
would
need
make
to know a lot
sense.
about her. Have met her. She knows me. She knows us.
Yeah, for sure. Just went to the
But
house and ate dinner and breakfast and shit.
exactly. But I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing. A lot of times, again, because we're insecure and we're thinking that, oh well, it's got to be something going on. Don't always suspect that something's going
Don't
on.
always expect the worst.
Don't. I mean, you can
I mean, I
you
guess.
can kind of mentally prepare yourself without necessarily expecting the worst, if that makes sense.
I mean, I guess it kind of makes
I
sense.
used to I used to always just automatically assume the worst because if the worst doesn't happen, then hey, it
Anything
turns
but the
out better.
worst.
But
Anything
I'm
but the
putting
worst.
myself through all of that extra stress because I'm expecting the worst. So I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with telling your friends I love you. I mean, look, we don't know how long we're living these days.
I
People are
mean, you don't
dying
know.
at 9, 19, 29,
Yeah,
89.
boy,
It
it could be
doesn't
your turn
matter.
tomorrow, boy.
So I feel like if you have a friend that you're, really close with and you just kind of want to tell them, hey, all right, love you, talk to you later, I think that's fine. Now if
Yeah.
it's like okay, love you.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
hold up.
Your voice again.
Take some of
Hell
that
yeah.
sexy out your voice.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Get fucked up on the podcast live. This will be a whole different type of show.
Oh, and all this shit moving around.
So yeah, I think we should normalize telling our friends that we love them.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I
I
may not
think
tell cats I love them, but I'll reach out
Yeah,
to them and be like, "Yo, hey, dog, hey, your dog miss you. Hope everything cool."
exactly.
But I think with
Normalize saying I miss
dudes,
you, I love
but I
you.
think with dudes that's different. You know what I mean? But I know we
And
talking
see,
about opposite
I
sex, but
no, yeah, but I want guys to be you guys to be able to express that more. Like I said, like you just said, it may not be like I love you, like explicitly saying I love you, but hey, yeah, I miss talking to you or whatever, something like
yeah.
that.
Look, I don't really want shit. I just want to say I hope everything cool.
I'm thinking about you, type of
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think I think we
Now
should
don't be bothering
normalize
me,
doing
goddamn
that.
it.
Just because I text you that, please don't call me because I'm not gonna answer. But yeah, I think we should just normalize that period. Not just girls with their male friends and males with their female friends, but with your same sex friends, no matter who they love or like or whatever. I think we should just normalize doing that period
For
because
sure.
you definitely want to, like they say, give people their flowers while they're living, and just show people that you appreciate them because you never know that one little hey, I just want to check on you, or okay, love you, that could set somebody's day for the rest of the day. So that
Yeah.
could set their week and they really needed it. I know I have needed it and gotten that at different points. So I try to put out that same energy.
So do you got any petty words of wisdom?
I do have petty words of wisdom. I'm always ready with a petty words of wisdom. So for this week, I want to let you all know, don't settle for basic, baby, because extraordinary is where it's at.
Okay.
Real shit. AKA, sometimes you have to treat yourself. You
Okay.
do. Sometimes you have to treat yourself. We all work hard. And I don't mean treat yourself as in I'm supposed to go get this 85-inch TV just because it's a Tuesday. I mean that is one way of treating yourself. But if you want to get extra cheese and bacon on your burger, go do that. If you want to buy yourself a nice robe or something like that, or treat yourself to a nice dinner, a weekend vacate,
Ooh,
that's
a
fine.
nice dinner.
Don't ever settle for basic. Don't. If you want to have personalized everything, if you're particular about how you like things in your house, or if you want to get some crazy type of chair in your house or things like that, you should do that. Don't ever be like everyone else,
Don't be
because
like
most
everybody
most
else.
people are sheep.
Don't be a sheep.
Be extraordinary.
Be a wolf. If you gonna be anything, be a damn wolf. Don't be a sheep.
Be a wolf.
Yeah. You always you don't want to be no sheep.
Nah, you don't want to be no sheep. So yeah, extraordinary is where it's at. So yeah, take time to treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
We all work hard. We're all going through shit. Literally, we are all going through some type of
Sometimes you
shit.
just gotta brighten your own day.
You have to, because if you depend on someone else to do it, you're going to be disappointed because it's not going to be to the level or to the extent that you want or that you want it to be. So you have to treat yourself. Extraordinary is where it's at.
That's where it's at.
So you have anything?
So I know I told y'all last week
Uh oh.
that I was gonna get the page done.
Mm-hmm.
And I said if I didn't get it done, it's okay for y'all to roast me.
Mm-hmm.
I know I said that. I'm a man of my word.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to tell y'all, you can find the page
Hey!
at
Hey.
www.podpage.com/Jay and Haley.
JAYEANDHATAH.
So y'all thought I was gonna let y'all down.
You thought I
Y'all
was
thought I was
bush.
slipping.
Y'all thought I was
Y'all
bullshitting.
was bullshitting. So also I want to say we also got the Patreon page up.
Patreon is up.
So it's patreon.com/Jay and Haley.
Yes.
But I want to tell you one thing about that. I'm not saying that everybody. I look first and foremost. I want to say just listen to the show enough is appreciation enough.
We definitely appreciate y'all listening to our raggedy
But
selves.
however, if you want to appreciate the show enough to grace us with a few little dollars, we got a little something for you. Look, I'm just saying, go over there and take a look. If there's a few little packages. You can just give a little bit just because. I don't want to get y'all no details. I just want you to go over there and take a look at it. Just take a look. All I'm asking is you to take a look. I put a lot of hard work into it. Please go take a look.
at least peruse what he's done.
That's all I want to say about
Okay.
it. I did it. I did it. Yay!
Look at you. Stellar job. Outstanding,
So
sir.
you got anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Y'all know I'm going to tell y'all to protect your peace. Again, extraordinary is where it's at. Go treat yourself. It's the holiday season. Fuck them kids and get yourself something.
Yeah, if you want a Nintendo Switch, you better get your Nintendo Switch.
I mean, if you want a PlayStation 5, I can't help you.
But put it in
Hey,
your
the
room.
show can't help you.
Yeah, I can't help you.
So, you have to figure something else about that. But yeah, just protect your peace, guys, and enjoy yourselves, enjoy your family. 2020 is almost over. 2021 is coming with its funky ass. It better come in here and sit down
and
and
we're gonna
act
talk
right.
about shooting that virus up next week.
Yeah, you can talk about that. I ain't taking that virus.
All right, so
That
with that
vaccine, my bad.
y'all be easy.
Bye.